Hey guys, this is Healthcare Sucks coming to you with an update. We just heard from Iran. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Iran's Foreign Minister Javad Zarif called the move extremely dangerous and a foolish escalation. General Soleimani was a major figure in the Iranian regime. His Quds force reports directly to the country's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and he was hailed as a heroic national figure. Global oil prices, meanwhile, soared more than 4% in the wake of the strike.
Yeah, it would. It looks, because most of the commentators, or the West Asia watchers have mentioned one thing, it would escalate.
Later issued a statement calling the airstrike a defensive action to protect U.S. personnel abroad. The strike comes days after protesters surrounded the U.S. embassy in Baghdad and clashed with U.S. forces. Iran's Foreign Minister Javad Zarif called the move extremely dangerous and a foolish escalation. General Soleimani was a major figure in the Iranian regime. His Quds force reports directly to the country's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and he was hailed as a heroic national figure. Global oil prices, meanwhile, soared more than 4% in the wake of the strike.
Yeah, it would. It looks, because most of the commentators, or the West Asia watchers have mentioned one thing, it would escalate in the region. And we have seen in the past, whenever the Iranians were hit or targeted, they have retaliated, be it the British or American or anybody else. Let's wait and see how they respond to this action. But one thing, if the escalation takes place, then the oil prices would go up further, because this would be uncontrolled action, will be spread throughout the region.
My colleague Geeta Mohan, our Foreign Affairs editor, is now joining me live from Delhi on the story. Geeta, this is huge. This is big news that's coming in this morning. What do you suspect will be the impact, the global fallout of this?
Well, the messages that are coming in from Iran clearly show that this is a provocation that is not going to go unanswered or unresponded. That the United States of America should wait for consequences is something that Javad Zarif, the foreign minister, said. The supreme leader has threatened and warned the United States of America. A lot of people, the America Israel supporters, are comparing this to the killing of Osama bin Laden. This is not that. This is not a terrorist being killed. It's a representative of a government who has been killed. So yes, this is one of the biggest international incidents of the decade. And I'm not saying it, I'm not understating it, Ptolemy. This is one of the biggest international incidents that is going to have huge ramifications for the region, for the Persian Gulf, and we'll have to wait and see how Iran and the United States of America then are going to take this forward. We know that the American embassy in Iraq was attacked, that the protesters had almost gone on to ransack the premises or the compound, the wall of the U.S. embassy in Iraq, and that was certainly a provocation. But a provocation to this extent, where General Soleimani has been killed, is something that is certainly a huge provocation for Iran, but also a huge international incident. We've seen the tweet by President Donald Trump. It is an era where we're living of nationalism, of ultra nationalism, and of governments. This again is just ahead of the U.S. going into presidential elections. So remember, there is a lot at stake for Donald Trump, but certainly for Iran, it is going to be critical as to how they're going to respond to this attack and the killing of Qasem Soleimani.
Right. Geeta, thank you so much.
Well, there you have it, guys. Um,
We have an unexpected Fox News alert for you, something that has just happened in Iraq. The situation there heating up very quickly without any debate here in Washington. Iraqi television has just confirmed that Qasem Soleimani, former general in Iran's Revolutionary Guard and the commander of the Quds Force, has been killed in a rocket attack, apparently initiated by the United States, near the Baghdad.
Well, and we already know that information. So with that being said, the other news had just came out, guys. So Iran Supreme Leader says the U.S. will pay, that they will retaliate. So what will they do? We will see, guys. I just wanted to bring it to you because we've been waiting to hear from the other side. This is the first I've heard. If you guys hear anything, let me know. And this is Healthcare Sucks Plus, over and out, coming to you with an update on what's going on. Because healthcare sucks. Over and out.